The River State Independent Electoral Commission has commenced the distribution of non-sensitive materials to the 23 local government areas ahead of the local government election holding tomorrow, Saturday. The Joint Security Task Force has assured residents of maximum safety as they head to the polls tomorrow. A statement in Port Harcourt detailed security preparations for the exercise. Correspondent Uche Okoro reports.
The police headquarters is buzzing with activity as the state counts down to election day. The Commissioner of Police and other service commanders have been working round the clock to plug security loopholes. With barely 48 hours to go, the team is showcasing the result of 8 months of hard work. With the number of illegal firearms mopped up and suspects arrested, security agencies are confident that the election will be peaceful.
Breakdown of recovery made between January and August so far. 21 AK-47 rifles, we have them displayed here. We have 8,000 ammunitions of different caliber, 10 magazines, 8 revolver pistols, 115 vehicles, 34 pump action, 2 Dane guns, 2 Scorpion submachine guns, 1 La rifle, 2 explosives. Total number of suspects arrested are 33. 10 English-made pistols recovered, 2 PMG, 67 cartridges, 15 conventional ammunitions.
All seems ready from a security perspective, but the appeal still remains for the public to support personnel on election duty to prevent electoral violence.
River State Police Command remain committed to the safety and security of all citizens and residents. This operation reflects a broader strategy to dismantle crime network and ensure public confidence in law enforcement agencies, especially as it concerns this upcoming chairmanship and councillorship election.
The Assistant Inspector General of Police for Zone 16, Ademola Johnson, arrived the command to assess the security architecture and brief personnel to ensure professionalism. Uche Okoro, TVC News, Port Harcourt.
Executive Director, Credible Leadership and Citizens Awareness, Dr. Gabriel Nwambo, joins me as we discuss the forthcoming River State Council polls taking place tomorrow. Good to have you join us at this time. You're on ground in River State. What's your assessment of the level of preparedness by RCEC and the security agencies for tomorrow's poll?
Thank you so much for having me. RCEC has demonstrated so far that they are set for the election. You know, yesterday we observed the distribution of both sensitive and non-sensitive materials of the election of 30th August 2025. We observed the distribution of these election materials from the distributive points of RACEC down to each local government areas, where it will be moved to the rack centers, and then so that the elections can commence at about 8:30 as scheduled by tomorrow morning. So as we speak now, I can authoritatively tell you that both the security and personnel, the logistics, and everything that is required for the election, we have observed that they are set. Yesterday, they also had a joint security meeting, with the commissioners of police, the heads of the military, DSS, the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, and all the intelligence agencies as required by law. So I can tell you authentically that everything is set for the election. And so far, RCEC has demonstrated capacity and competence as it affects the conduct of the election, the preparatory for the conduct of the election tomorrow.
All right, Dr. Gabriel. At the moment, we know that emergency rule is in place in Rivers State with the sole administrator in charge of the state's affairs. Do you suppose that that might in any way influence the conduct and outcome of the election? And secondly, from your interaction with people, how ready do you think they are to come out to vote?
Yeah, so far, everywhere in Rivers State is peaceful. I will tell you too that the sole administrator, as appointed by the president and commander-in-chief, is performing creditably well. The man has also ensured that all the tensions that have been there before now have been doused. In fact, you can sleep with your both eyes closed. There is peace and harmony in the state. In fact, this is one of the best elections, I would say, because we do not have records of pre-election related violence. We do not have records of all manner of litigations and acrimony associated with previous elections in the state. This is a very good development and a signal that actually shows that the sole administrator, as appointed by the president, is performing creditably well. Then the RCEC too, the Rivers State Independent Electoral Commission, the chairman of the commission, the commissioners, and the entire staff are performing creditably well. They have, articulated this election in a manner that even when there are shortfalls of any sensitive materials, there are a contingency arrangement that has been made in place. Right. In fact, the appointment of these erudite scholars to man the affairs of Reassure as it affects the conduct of this election is a well-made choice, I must say.
All right, Dr. Gabriel. And as residents head to the polls, what do you consider priority for those that will be voted in tomorrow in terms of service delivery to residents of Rivers State?
Yeah, you see, let me also talk about the campaigns. The campaigns we've had before now, used to be a campaign where they attack individuals, but the campaigns that have taken place for about a fortnight now are issue-based, and that's a very good one, and they step in the right direction. People speak to issues. They don't attack personalities or private life of individuals. And again, those that will be voted into power, by tomorrow, the power of the electorate will manifest very clearly. It is a standpoint for them to ensure that quality service delivery as it affects the lots, the well-being of the people of Rivers State is upheld first. It is the interest of the populace, of Rivers State that is at stake here. And we have seen some manifestos and people, the candidates, speak to issues, purely issue-based campaigns. And I think most of them will perform creditably well, going by the manifestos which they have displayed. But however, we must also advise them, as civil society organizations, that they should play by the rules. They should also not relent in ensuring that they carry the interests of the state first before theirs.
Executive Director, Credible Leadership and Citizens Awareness, Dr. Gabriel Nwambu, thank you for your time on TVC News at 1.
Thanks for having me. Good afternoon.